Oh no, say what's on your mind first. I was just trying to change it up a little bit after I introduce everybody.
A1 Cleaning Service RVA transfer.
I already got something to start it off, and if you want to come up with something to say, I'll come jump in. That's not a problem.
And guess what? For a limited time, when you mention Real Voices on Big Time Radio Network, you'll receive an exclusive 10%.
Yeah, tomorrow's the full dress rehearsal and shit.
Call us now.
Yo, thank you. They were great.
Yeah, man.
And book your appointment today.
Dry like you want to come back.
Yeah.
464-749.
I looked at half of it. I'm gonna look at the other half when I finally when I actually get out of here and see the rest of the episode.
Your time is precious.
Yeah, when you look at it, you can see we talked about you for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, talking about y'all talking shit. And I don't know.
We weren't. I wasn't.
Who was talking shit?
We was talking about we were talking about the way you talk, and they didn't know. First of all, they said they didn't know your nickname was Knuckles.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, we gonna use that. Like, y'all ain't know his name was Knuckles.
Wow.
I was like, well, how the hell y'all be following him then?
Exactly. Yeah, KWB comedy nigga like Knuckles is the.
So,
hold on, let me share this on my Facebook. Let that play for a second.
Let me know when you're ready.
But you use Tink beautiful invention she got here.
What the hell is the damn picture?
This motherfucker really is the whole tablet.
Yeah. Brand new episode. Live now. Alright, ready. I'm ready.
Mike's live now.
Yo, we back with another episode of Factz over Feelingz. What's going on? This is your boy Knuckles, the host with the most, and then my brother from another mother, Arctic Freeze.
Yo.
Yeah, and then you know the man behind the ones and twos to help me bring this thing in my mind and bring it to the world of reality. G Monday behind the ones and twos.
What up?
What's going on? So, man, tonight, we got, a lot of great topics, a lot of great things to talk about like we always do. And shit is definitely been getting real in the field. You know what? I want to start off with some light, though. Shout outs to the Met Gala. I really feel like that's just the Illuminati party for everyone to try to get as fly and crazy as fuck. That's why they wear all them weird ass outfits. But it was pretty funny. It was entertaining. Shout outs to what's his name? Andre 3000. Yeah, wearing a whole piano on his back. Like, that was kind of funny. I thought that was cute. That was like, okay, that's something unique. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I don't know what he's trying to say. The music is on his back. Like, is he getting back into the music?
The album that same night.
Oh, he did drop an album?
Yeah, a piano album.
So now he went from a flute to a piano.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a whole band after a while.
He's just exploring. Remember all that, the characters he was playing in the Hey Ya video?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. And my thing is, I know he's an older gentleman. I'm saying, but like, bro, you got life to talk about. And you can just you're a singer. You actually could. His singing songs are just as fire as his rap. You could just do songs like whatever you want to do, bro. That's nothing.
No, he can't do whatever he want to do because y'all seem to have a problem with him playing the flute, and playing the piano.
Well, I'm talking about where he's actually singing or rapping. He can still talk about whatever he wants to talk about. Just get some fire production behind him and just do it. It will be hot. It will be fire. But he don't believe in him. Saying is your mindset that's going to control how you behave and things like that. So honestly, I don't know what I think. Big Boy need to just have a God conversation. Like, bro, you are Andre motherfucking 3000, nigga.
Big Boy too busy raising fucking owls and shit. Owls and pit bulls.
Whoo, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, kibbles and bits. I ain't mad at that. And my thing is, shout outs to Big Boy. Like, at least he still raps here and there. And if he does drop an album, it's gonna be a dope rap album. Grown man rap and dopeness. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just need to motivate. Like, fine, let's just do an Outkast album. Because like I said this 10 years ago. If Outkast ever come out with an album, everyone's gonna listen to it. Everybody's gonna check it out.
Shit, even I wouldn't. I wasn't even an Outkast fan.
Yeah, and see, wow, really?
Yeah, I've been said that. I didn't get into Outkast till maybe like 10 years ago.
No, I understand. Like, sometimes people, that's the great thing about music. It can bring you in later on if you want with the wave. It's all.
Well, I mean, and I told people this many times. The reason why is that I was never into Atlanta music. I was my
New
hip hop
York.
was strictly New York hip hop,
Okay.
and then a little bit West Coast, but I
mean,
never got.
I
into the down
expect
south.
that because you grew up in a time when
Right.
the Mecca was
Right,
running
exactly.
the world.
Yeah.
So I didn't believe like they just announced. CeeLo just announced that they done. What's that group?
Goody Mob.
Goody
Goody
Mob.
Mob. They just announced that they done. They're not doing any more album. They might
I
do
mean,
one
they
tour.
hadn't done one
Right.
in a
That's what I'm like. So why
long
the fuck you
goddamn
announcing
time.
it? That's
Yeah,
like Michael
like-
Jackson coming out and saying, "I'm not touring no more." Nigga, we know. It don't make sense.
Yeah, like I'm saying, your group, no disrespect, y'all have paved the way to have a mark in hip hop, but y'all not important enough to tell the world.
I know. Goddamn, CeeLo done dropped at least 3 or 4
Yeah.
solos. His goddamn.
Yeah,
self.
and they all went platinum too by himself. Because he's the only one that crossed over.
He's the only one.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
did
yeah.
anything, I think.
Forget
after. Yeah.
you.
Nah, what's that boy name?
Again, I don't know.
not Cujo. Big Gip. Big Gip and goddamn homeboy
really?
from the Saint Lunatics did a collab album together.
Yeah, like okay.
Ali, that's his name. Ali and Big Gip. They did an album together.
Yeah, that
Do
was
what you
fun.
will with that information.
But that goes back to what me saying. I didn't follow any of those Southern rap. Like I didn't like T.I. when he first came out. I didn't like any of the Atlanta rappers.
I didn't like his first album, but after he got better with the next project, that's when I was like, okay, T.I. is hard, and I was enjoying the music and things like that. And then he really crossed over too when he got to the peak of his career and all that. So it was pretty dope though. I'm saying T.I.'s progression was nice though.
Yeah.
I wasn't on the wave at the very beginning. No, I was not. I waited till later.
The personification of the trajectory of my career.
Yeah, that's exactly how T.I.
That
was saying.
sounds like some crazy shit he was saying.
Yeah, and then and I don't know why people, changing their look up. People definitely got to make the world drop because Future cut his locks off. Like, yeah, okay, he do look like he's Nemo. He look like he's about to go the little Uzi Vert route. To be honest, all I'm waiting on is more face tattoos and some craziness, and then it's gonna be a wrap.
The irony of that conversation of Future, he's a part of the Dungeon family, which is with Outkast and Goody Mob and all them too.
I think
He grew up under them niggas.
I think Future would probably motivate Andre to come back or make a rap album, make a solid musical album that what he does. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him be great, like, as he can be. And I'm like, I don't know how he has this mental block right now just because he got older. Like, bro, you are loved, bro.
I don't agree with you with that. I think he feels that he's still great. He feels that he's being great right now. I can say the same thing to you that you saying to him. Let this man be great and do what he want to do. This is what he want to do. So let him do it. He's given us, even though I'm not a fan, and I will say this any day, I feel he's given us enough things that we wanted as a people or as a genre that is maybe it's time for him to do something he wants to do. I don't think he gets that opportunity to do what he wants to do. So yeah, do what you want to do, man.
Well,
if you want to sit out there and play on the flute, which to me it just wasn't my thing. I mean, I listened to it and it just wasn't my thing. But if that's what you want to do, you have the right to do it. You've earned that right. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, like I'm open to respect what he wants to do. Like, I just didn't like how he just said I don't have nothing to rap about. That's the shit that broke my heart. I was like, bro, if you want to do new, different shit, go ahead. I would never tell no one to not go for their dream or do what they feel in their heart and their mind. But like, don't ever just water down like you can't do this anymore. Like, you can still do that if you want to. But if you want to be on this new journey, go ahead. I'll support it. I'll watch it. But just don't say that you can't do it no more. Like, you got nigga, if these niggas that's not even half as talented as you can actually keep going, you definitely can keep going. I just don't like that. That's all I'm saying. Just the self-deprecation of just saying, oh, I can't do this no more. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. I'm old. I'm this. I'm like, nigga, no, you're not. You're Andre 3000.
Well, let's do this real quick to cut in front of you said, because you just said something that I wanted to touch on. Niggas chasing their dreams. I want to publicly congratulate you on chasing your dreams. Not only congratulate you, congratulate the whole team. Because congratulate Robert and everybody went through because y'all won. Y'all picked up. What y'all pick up? 3 awards?
4.
My bad.
No, you good. No, yeah, 4.
Yeah, you picked up 4.
Yeah, we did 4. Rob, he got 3 of them, and I got 1. I got the best supporting actor in a feature film. Rob got the best movie of a feature film. So and then he got best director in a feature film, and then leading actor in a feature.
I didn't know he won that. Okay.
Yeah, so those are the three. So he won, and I had one. Matter of fact, they didn't even have enough trophies for him. He had to get his third one mailed to him. So that's what's up. But yeah, I got mine on my bookshelf, and it's just sitting there like looking pretty as ever too. So
I love the speech you gave when, other than the Billy Goat thing, I love the speech you gave when you told, but I didn't train for this. And that's something you're really proud of. The fact that this is a God-given talent, and that you didn't train for, and that you see that just you're getting better and better. And this all started from a non-speaking role.
Yeah,
that's what impresses me the most.
Selling myself.
So let me give you one more round of applause.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate
that was really impressive.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you on that. Yeah, man. Like God is good, and just more doors that just keep opening up after some closed, with personal and business and people that were supposedly family and friends, and they showed their ass, and it's just like, F you, I'm gonna keep winning. So it's at the end of the day, and I just keep being on my purpose. And God is good, man. I'm just letting God take the wheel, and I'm just gonna do my part and work hard. That's it, and just let it go from there. And we also doing the play. What's it called? Trust Issues. I Thought You Loved Me. It's on Eventbrite. If you ever want to get a ticket, go ahead. It's definitely worth going. There's going to be two shows. It's going to be at 3 p.m. and one at 7 p.m. this Saturday, May 10th. It's going to be off the chain. These people that wrote this movie, I hope they turn it into a movie. That's how good this story is. So hopefully we can get a movie version and maybe possibly go on tour with this as well. So, God is good. We'll just see how it goes and just see where, it leads me.
We were fortunate to have them on our show Monday, and we were talking about it. And the one thing I noticed is everyone seemed to really like working with each other.
Oh yeah, it's like a family.
It really is.
No lie.
Everyone like really seemed to like working with each other, and they all came here, and we had a ball. Everybody laughed and joked and stuff like that. So when you can put together an ensemble like that, and it becomes not work. Y'all don't drink all my shit.
I'm not.
Okay. That's
all I need for the rest of the episode. I'm just like, that shit's too damn good.
Then it just shows how talented y'all are. So shout out to them and thank you for introducing me.
Oh yeah, man.
them.
I thought it'd be a good way to collab with everybody for y'all and for them, and it just saying just more blessed. Like if I can connect y'all and just connect more people to network and get bigger together and grow together and have more black excellence, I'm gonna do it. So God is good. Yeah, I had to work. That's the only reason why I couldn't show up. But I was like, I know they're gonna do their thing. And y'all gonna have a good time while y'all was up in here.
Yeah, it was fun.
Because I already watched half of it. I'm gonna watch the other half when I go back to work tonight. So
yeah, don't watch like the last 20 minutes though.
Oh no, I'm gonna watch all of it. I'm gonna watch all of it. Yeah, because you're telling me not to now. And then when I finish watching it, next episode I'm in your ass. I'm all in your paws.
My ass. I ain't seen it.
Yeah. Don't worry. Everyone that says something, just know. Then I appreciate it. Now I know it's all love and it's all fun and games, but I'm just saying, just know, I'm gonna reply back. Just know something's coming. Whatever y'all said, I'm gonna match them. You got some jokes coming for your ass. I just want you to know, Tink. Little mini me, all y'all. Yeah, just so you know, whatever y'all said, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna take notes and I'm writing it down. So next episode, don't get mad when we get in that ass tonight. All right. So that
I'll also say this: it won't nobody from my team.
Okay.
So
whoever said whatever, I'm just saying it's going to everybody. If you said it, you got to be brave enough to stand on it.
They just don't know you. They just
they don't. Like, yeah. No, I understand. Like I'm not tripping.
Coming there as a professional. Like they don't know this, so we were telling about you. We were talking about Knuckles is unique. Knuckles is
they don't know Knuckles. They met Victor.
They met Victor. Yeah. They didn't even know Victor was Knuckles because we kept talking about Knuckles and they didn't know who the fuck Knuckles was. So
yeah.
And then Tink did talk about like the round table discussion and how people was on your ass until they realized that you weren't an asshole, and then then
everybody on my side. Yeah, that's how it go. That's how it go. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Like the thing is, I know that I have no filter, and I know a lot of people are trained and raised to think about other people's feelings, not to speak what's on their mind and their hearts. Don't try to opinionate every goddamn thing. No, fuck that. What is reality? What is the truth? And then you just say that. Like before you even get lit or get excited. I'm just telling you the truth of what the matter is. One
Right.
plus one is two, right? All right, then why are you talking about my delivery? It's the truth. It ain't gonna change. Like, no, you're the problem, not me. Like, what the fuck? You're the one that got the issue here. I'm just saying 1 plus 1 is 2. You don't like that. Well, how am I change the delivery? All right, well, how do you want me to say it, motherfucker? How do you want me to say
I
it?
done had enough of that shit for this whole week.
What?
That if anything, like you said, you was gonna give me a topic to talk about. That's one of the things I'm pretty much over with at this point. Motherfuckers be talking about the delivery or something, or when they project a certain energy towards you and then you react. It's, oh, you the bad guy because of how you responded. Let's talk about what you did to get that response. To get that energy back to you.
Let's talk about it.
No, that's the thing. They don't want to talk about that shit. So at this point in the game in life, excuse me, if you don't got it on your heart to feel obligated or compelled to say, hey, you know what? My bad. I fucked up. I apologize. Because for some reason, motherfuckers will feel like they losing years off of their life if they apologize to you instead of looking at it as, you know what? I might gain something from apologizing because I really didn't mean to say this to my son, my daughter, my friend, my cousin. I had a bad day, so let me just go ahead and vocalize that that's what I was on, and I didn't really mean any harm by it. Yeah, bro, between my job and real life, I ain't standing for that shit no more. I ain't got time. It's too much fucked up shit going on in the world. Niggas is going through too much. And when motherfuckers don't already feel obligated or compelled to keep their rapport or their relationship up to standards with you or up to standard, you done showed me your hand. You already told me what you feel about me. So, all right, I got it.
Yeah. And you know, and the thing is, I think people need to stop being sensitive and being brainwashed and raised to not tell the truth and to not accept the reality, because then that's why they hold in what they feel and then grow this resentment towards you because you're a person that's not afraid to just stand tall on what the business is or what the truth is. It ain't about feelings or how you feel about it. What's the reality of the matter, sir or ma'am? And it's just like for instance, I was having a conversation because with this chick right before I actually got here, and she was just saying, if you was talking to a woman, would you?
Off the press.
Yeah, when she was like, can you? How's your delivery when you talk to a woman? I just tell her like it is.
I
tell her the
give
truth.
what I get.
Yeah, and I just answer truthfully. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. But yeah, and then she was like, it's all about delivery and all this other stuff. And then she said this out her own mouth. She said, yeah, like the way you talk to a child is how you talk to a child, and how you talk to a woman is sort of the same way. You just said it yourself, bitch. You just said it. Yes. Women are children. They grow old, but they don't grow up. And that's a personal thing. That's not me. I'm not the problem. You just improved it was saying the statement out your own mouth.
My thing, you can talk to a motherfucker as nice as you want to. You can articulate all you want. You can use the biggest words in the dictionary. If you can, first of all, can you hear me on the mic? Because I am leaning back.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. You can be as nice and as cordial and as poised as you want to. If you saying something that somebody don't want to hear, it don't matter. They gonna hear what the fuck. They gonna interpret it however they want to interpret it.
Oh my God, yes they do.
It don't matter how nice you say the shit.
Yeah, like
I'm living proof. My mama.
And I'm just like, and like with women, you say women. Obviously, common sense without being explained to grown men. I'm only talking about the women that fit the category. Women means plural, more than one, and definitely more than one women do what men are talking about. But your woman brain interpret it as saying, oh, he's generalizing all women. No, that's how you do things. And then you also are taking as women, you're hearing your brain all women. That's how you interpret it and how you take it. So before it's negative or positive, if I say the word women first, then you take it in a negative light. And that's the biggest issue that women have, is how God designed you to be the emotional vessel. And then they always say in their normal typical, and when I say this to women, that's a typical female response. They take that personally. I'm not calling you a typical female, but you're doing the normal typical reaction. That's the only reason why I say I got to explain that to them. I got to explain everything instead of just go and say my point. I got to do all those little cues to make sure that they don't take it the wrong way while I'm explaining to them, because their brains interpret it the wrong way from get-go. And that shit is getting annoying to do that, conversating with females. Like, it's just hard to just do that, and it's annoying. And it's like, I gotta break things down to you like a child, and you're like my age, or you're younger or older. It doesn't matter. And this is why we lead you. And I know you want to use Pookie and Ray Ray's as your example and talking points. And you only go off of what you've been through. That's another problem, because you are not the world. At least a man that's logical thinking based and in his nature properly, he talks about what he goes through as an individual, but then sees the overall of 100% of the population, see who else is dealing with it, to see what is a smartest, educated, intelligent conversation of saying the facts that he can stand on. And that's why you can't beat, because you're coming from an emotional place every step of the way. I'm telling you, the overall of men interacting with women in said actions in this country, they're dealing with more negative than positive, and these are what they are. Instead of taking that information and learning from it, you'll get offended. And that's the biggest problem.
Whew.
Man.
Right? Did he take a breath?
No.
And I'm just saying, yeah, and when they keep the deflection and all this other shit that they do, or take it the wrong way, now I'm attacking women. And I'm like, I'm saying this very calm on purpose right now. I'm taking the time to say every word nice and intelligently so you can understand what I'm saying, so you can get it. And I bet someone's still going to be getting offended. I'm still tearing down women. You sound a little bitter. Yeah, I can tell you what you're going to say, what you're thinking, or what you're doing. Yeah, who hurt you? The number top insults from women. Who hurt you? Do you hate women? Are you bitter? Do you not like women? Do you hate your mama? Do you get pussy? Are you broke? Blase, blase, blah. Attack the manhood of a man. Yep, you're gay or you're sassy. Those are all the top things.
That's number two.
Yeah, that's the top low quality women do. And I know when y'all know that you have done this, and you have, this makes you more mad, because now it's a person. You take it as a personal shot because you know you're guilty of it. And instead of just saying, you know what, he's right, now let me just learn to stop doing that behavior.
That's the same shit I just spoke on. That's the same. It's a full motherfucking circle, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you don't think you doing nothing wrong, or you don't feel like you responding wrong, or you don't feel like you putting out the wrong energy towards what something was said, whether you offended by it or not, and you respond the way that you respond, and you don't double back to say, hey, you know what? I apologize. My bad. I'm acting a little out of character. You know what? I'm a little guilty of that. That's why I felt attacked in that moment. My
exactly.
Bad. I apologize. Because if you don't feel obligated to say that shit, or you don't feel enamored, it's not in your soul to just be like, hey, you know what? My bad, my nigga. I feel compelled to apologize because I called you out your name. My bad. And I don't even know you. So, motherfuckers, again, with this society and these cell phones, tablets, computers, all this shit.
Twitter fingers.
Niggas is just in a space where they feel obligated to really say whatever the fuck they feel like saying, because there's no real consequences or repercussions behind what they say. Until you fuck around and stumble upon somebody in person. And most people, I believe the correct term is recede. I think that's the correct term I want to say, or resent back from what they'll backpedal like, hey, you know what, my bad, my nigga. When it's in front of you and you can see what the possibilities of your life actually being in danger. You know what I'm saying?
That changes the attitude
real quick. That's when motherfuckers will be like, hey, you know what, you got it, champ. You know what, it's okay, no problem. My bad. I ain't mean to step on your shoes like that, big dog. Why it got to be all that? Where's the real damn.
Why did it take for you to fear for your life
before you to just get something?
Why you can't just be civil from the jump?
Yeah, because most people are trained and raised now. They're attacking masculinity like crazy. So they're trained to just react emotionally and stupid anyway, or irrational, and that's the problem. And the thing is, it's like this. At the end of the day, you got to try to unbrainwash yourself of what you've been taught. And it's unfortunately, willingly or unwillingly, these people that we our parents, the people that we are around, they're influenced that way, and then they just go with the pack. That 85% say shit you was talking about. Yeah, like a lot of people in America, this is a fact that you can statistically look up. A lot of people is illiterate. They're undereducated.
You just said is illiterate.
No. There is illiterate. Illiterate.
I know.
No, it wasn't it's the is part that he talked about.
Well, I said the is part because they are illiterate. There you go. I'm sorry. They are illiterate. They are emotional. They're definitely, and this all comes, and a lot of this comes from, and it's not an attack on you, is what the white man did. It's the truth in the 1970s. Coming in a single mother household because they don't have the father and they're doing the father role. The father role is a big chunk. Society and success of men and little girls and little boys, it comes from having a father and a man in that household. And that if you destroy the man, you destroy the house, you destroy the family.
That's just one thing that I just can't get with.
Yeah,
I can't really lean on that one. Like I get it. I understand that there are some statistics of people who have failed at life miserably because they didn't have a father at home. I mean, I was just talking to my best friend, shout out my nigga G, on the way here, and we was talking about, he had a conversation with a woman and was telling her, do you know how hard it was for us to really become the men that we are? For people whose fathers weren't really active in their life?
Yeah,
like, I got niggas that had older brothers. I done picked a piece off of them. Uncles, certain uncles and shit like that. People who in their family that I seen them a lot. Yeah, like people that, like a nigga my mom used to date. She was getting ready to marry that nigga, and then he fucked his life up. I had to pick pieces from him. My best friend G, his stepfather that was at the house married to his mom. I picked pieces from him. So it's like, even as a young person, when you're not even really paying attention to shit, you taking bits and pieces from all of these people.
Paying attention.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh, that if I had an older brother, I would do that. If I had a son, I should do like he's doing. I should have these conversations with influences. You taking bits and pieces from all of these people and making an amalgamation of who you are substance-wise as a person, because you've seen what all of these great men have done in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's human. Everybody fuck up. Nobody's perfect. But to take all of these good points from certain men that you had in your life to say, all right, I'm going to use that. He fucks up doing that. I see he get into a lot of arguments when he do that. I'm not going to do that shit because I don't want to be in that.
That's how I learned.
So I, even as somebody whose father really wasn't in their life, I was surrounded around enough good examples of men that I could pick apart from to create or show me the prime example of what a good nigga is.
Let me ask you a question on that. Do you think, and this is a weird question because it has weird like if and when. Thank you. I didn't want to say it wrong because you'd like to correct niggas around here. Do you think because, and again, this is the part that doesn't sound right, because you did not have your father there consistently, you were able to pick and choose which things, rather than having one man there and him and being
the main influence.
Yeah, being your main influence. Like when you just said that, it made me think about it.
In hindsight, I get exactly what you're saying, but who's to say I still wouldn't have picked off of people I grew up with, older brothers, their cousins, the niggas from the neighborhood, their fathers.
Like I think you still would do that, but your dad is the core.
Right.
Yeah.
That dad will do 90% of that.
I can tell you what my daddy did teach me very well, not to be like him.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
You showed me, my dad showed me what a fuck nigga was, and I don't want to be that.
Right.
When your mother is blind in one eye and she lives in Detroit and you don't shovel snow or cut grass for her, you's a fuck nigga to me. Y'all niggas know what the fuck I'm going through at home, you know what I'm saying? And you see what the fuck I do day in and day out of trying to help and take care of my mom. You don't even do that for your mom, and she's kind of a little bit more healthier than my mom, but she's blind in one eye. And your mom is older than my mom. And you don't even live fucking 8 blocks away from your mom.
My father, I'm like I said, we both know I'm older than both of y'all. My father fell into the whole crack epidemic. Like,
Oh, damn.
so that the one of the main reasons that he wasn't part of our life was mainly because he
chose
had
the
a drug
drugs
problem.
over y'all.
Yeah, he basically, well, my mom left him, but still, but that's probably why.
Same shit.
Yeah, but
yeah.
he was always in our life.
Mhm.
Like you know, we would see him a few times a year and stuff like that. We would enjoy, and my mother made a point never to down talk him. And it wasn't until later on in my life that I realized, fuck nigga shit.
Yeah.
Like I remember going to visit him one day in the hospital because we were told that my father worked for the shipyard. We were told that a
Damn, he
crane
was
fell
making
on.
good goddamn money.
No, well, he might have been. I don't know.
Probably.
He smoked.
You got to support the habit. Shit.
Yeah,
But
that
we were
habit's
told that a
expensive.
crane fell on him. Right. Come to find out later on in life, he was shot. Like my mother never told us the truth.
Yeah.
But I will say this: when my brother passed, my father, who was living in Baltimore at the time, moved back to Virginia, moved in with my mom, and took care of my mom while during the whole time my brother passed. My brother passed in January of 2009. My father passed that December. The whole time he was in Richmond living with my mom, everything was great. It was like an old married couple. He never told my mom he had cancer. He never told her. And I gained so much. Like I was at a point in my 30s and shit. If someone told me my father died, I was like, fuck it, I don't really care. I learned.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I learned so much, and what I'm grateful for my father is that year my brother passed, I gained so much respect for him because I was able to spend time with him as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew there was nothing because there was nothing else left for him to teach me, I thought.
Yeah.
Other than, like you said, how not to be him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is to this day, I am grateful for those 11 months that I had with him. Because we used to hang out, we used to go to bars and shit. It was just as an adult, he became my friend, and right before he died, he became my father. So I get what you're saying. I was fortunate to have uncles. I had an older brother who was not that much older, but I had uncles. My mother had a nice boyfriend. I picked off good qualities from them with the mindset is that I don't want to be this nigga.
Yeah.
I don't want to be him. I'm not. I just don't want to be this nigga.
And if we get any lesson from a bad father, that's the perfect one right there. We're going to go on a commercial break, and we're going to go right back to the next topic when we get back. Enjoy the music. That's some real shit, man. I got a nice buzz. It was a topic I wasn't going to talk about, but I don't want to talk about it because now that I'm buzzed, I might get emotional. So I'm not going to do it. I'm like, I can do it sober, but I'm like,
I don't know why shit. That's authenticity.
Yeah,
nigga.
go ahead.
Yeah, facts, no, but I'm just like, it's just, I'll talk about it a little
Yeah.
bit. If I get emotional, then I'm just going to stop and we're going to talk about something else.
If you get emotional, nigga, you just get emotional, nigga.
It's
There you go. You don't want to look some kind of way.
yeah.
You know?
No, fuck that.
If it's fuck that, then talk about the shit.
Because, we're all getting older, and now the people that, like, our parents are getting older,
Right.
and the realization, because I had a realization of, like, damn, I'm going to have to, maybe in the next 20 years, I know I might have to bury my mother.
Right.
And that shit was fucking with me.
My thing is, you better hope it's 20, because
Yeah, exactly.
you mentally prepare for 20. Because if it's
if
5,
you
it's
can
gonna
handle it,
really
we can
fuck
do
you
it.
up.
Yeah, I can handle it. It's just like
But what about you, Freeze?
My mom pissing me the fuck off. I ain't even gonna hold you. I love that woman with all my heart, but she's unaccountable, bro, and she be talking to me crazy, and I ain't got time for
I
that
think
shit.
for your show, you need to. It wouldn't hurt to show that
a human side. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go deep into getting some emotional shit.
I'm sorry to be crying.
No, hell no.
You see me crying, stop the show.
But liquor just get, warm up and then you want to talk about some real life
I
shit.
think you can do it.
Yeah, I can do it. I just wanted to just give a heads up.
I think you better go piss before you piss.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. You see me crying. You can't tell me what's authentic to me and what I done been through and experienced this shit. I can see if I'm crying about some bullshit. That's one thing. Well,
I got the music playing the thing.
hey, look, I'm live, so they getting some of that. I ain't got kicked off yet. Shit. Oh, excuse me. Wise, what it do? Second time, I done came up in this motherfucker with my goddamn work pants on and a t-shirt. It's hot, bro.
It is, and I turned the AC off. I don't know if they turned it right down.
Well, first and foremost, my nigga, we are drinking.
That do warm you up a little bit. That do warm you up.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw that one out there because I looking at the goddamn screen, I can see my shit getting flush. You can see all the sweat in my goddamn creases, face wet as a bitch, Paul. That's why I said I ain't even gonna take the headband off. Because I know I'm sweating like a motherfucker.
But no, it is warm in here.
Yeah.
Hold on me years.
It's like this jump was jam in the club, but you thought you was gonna catch me in my car riding to this shit.
Really?
I couldn't.
I think I wasn't a T.I. fan. I didn't think I liked this at the time.
I didn't. I like the story behind it because David Banner was living in his motherfucking car and he made this beat for T.I. You gotta. I find it and try to because he talked about he went to the trap and that nigga said he came with a keyboard and some goddamn drum machines and a goddamn pistol. And T.I. was like, yeah, I like this nigga.
Roger, from California. I'm grateful we can afford our son's surgery. I'm nervous that now we can't really afford food.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't.
God damn, this is a morbid ass commercial.
Damn, I don't really shit. I don't want to celebrate about that earlier. Later.
Keisha from South Carolina. I've been skipping meals so my 2 kids can eat, but filling up on water doesn't really work.
You lose a lot of weight though.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America.
All right, you bet.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.com. That's endfamilyfire.com.
T-shirt about drunk as my ass.
Brady and the Atkins.
How sweet.
Roger, from California. I'm grateful we can afford
Damn, did they run that back?
Is that the same one? Was it? No.
now we
I
can't
must have hit that bitch twice.
Them niggas morbid.
Daniel from California.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Choosing whether to pay the rent.
What's going on, everybody? We back after this commercial break now. Oh man. So we was talking about some real shit. So we're gonna talk about a little more real shit. Like we're getting older. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be in the prime of our life, you know, doing what we want to do. Well, I know we're not yeah, I'm not talking for you
In the prime, you in prime time.
yeah. Like, but we all, you know, we just getting older, and God is good and be a blessing to get older, and you know, paying the admission to live by getting older. But you know, the generation before us, You know, I had this thought. I was working, and I don't know why my brain just be thinking about a lot of shit and stuff like that. And I was just like, damn. Like the next generation, like our mothers, our fathers, who we have that good relationship, our cousins, anybody that we love and we care about that's before us, yeah, they might be getting called home in the next 20 to 30 years, God willing that they get another 20, 30 years, and hopefully so, because they deserve to get that old, because you know what I'm saying, they still got a lot of life left in them. And that just made me think about that shit. Like, yeah, man, like I'm God willing. I want to make sure that I achieve all my goals in life and, have the people that like my mother and the people that I care about and love and that, I give a crap about, what I'm saying? They can be proud of me and, let them see that while they're on earth, not after. And I just had some deep thought on that. Do y'all ever get those thoughts every now and then? You'd be like, damn, man, like, your family, your parents are getting older and, we getting older too. Get called home eventually. Just hopefully that phone call ain't too early.
As the elder statesman in the room, I've buried both my parents.
Mhm.
My mom passed in 2019. My father passed in 2009. Now the sad thing about that is my mother, like I said, passed in 2019. I hadn't seen my mother since 2015. My mom suffered from Alzheimer's. And
that's like them being dead when they're alive, and it breaks my heart.
And the story I got with her, because I ended up moving her in with me to help take care of her because she was no longer able to take care of herself and stuff like that. We sat down one day. Well, this was one of her good days because they were good days and they were bad days. So we sat down one day and she made me promise that if I ever had to put her in a home, when she got bad, don't come visit her. She made me promise that I would not come visit her. She said, because I don't ever want you to remember me
like that. You want to remember her old version.
Right. So that's basically what happened. We put her in a home in about 2013. She was there. And in about 2015, she really got bad. Like she just was, she couldn't talk. She couldn't. And it's just like, it hurt me, but I still wanted to go. But one day she had an epiphany and had a moment of clarity. And I was like, I asked you not to come back.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I asked you not to
come back.
That
would have made me smile.
Right,
like,
right. So, I mean, because, and that was the last time I saw my mom. And then it was, I ain't gonna say funny, it was fucked up. Like I would call and check in on her. And the one time I called, they were like, well, we can't give you any information. I'm like, what the fuck you mean you can't give me information? I'm her son. Come to find out, she had passed away like 2 nights before. So I didn't even know that she had passed away. The day she passed away, I did not know until 2 days later that she passed away. And I regret not being there, but I also know that I was doing what she asked me to do. Because I don't want, like, I still have that image of my mother. Like I said, my mother, I bought a house to move my mother in. The last day she lived with me, she walked out the house and we lost her for like a couple hours. And that was like the last day. I said, I can't do this. She has to go in the home because she walked out trying to get back to her apartment. So I feel you. But on the same token, I'm at an age now where it is more my classmates. Excuse me. I'm losing classmates. I'm losing people that I went to school with. I'm losing friends now. Like when I was your age, I was losing parents and my friends were losing parents. Now it's like once every couple of weeks, I get a message that so-and-so, so-and-so died or something like that. That's rough for me because it's showing you your mentality. It's showing you that, we all know I'm far from a healthy nigga. I'm grateful for every day I'm here. And there's so many people that of my friends and my age that are gone. So I'm grateful. Hell, my brother, other than the diabetes, my brother, up until they, amputated his foot, he was playing basketball every day. So he was always really athletic. So I think every day I'm here is a gift.
Mhm.
So to kind of piggyback off what you said, you're gonna run yourself crazy thinking about that.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, God willing, like you said, it'll be way down the road.
Yeah, like I'm not stressing or
Yeah.
straining because I know we all gotta die. We all have to do it. It just we pray to God and just no time soon. And I think getting old is a blessing, but there's a part of it that is a curse. Because just you said, now family, friend, if you outlive everyone, the people you worked with, the people you're close with, they die. Like I use just for example, Ric Flair. After all the shit his body's been through.
Boo said the audio went out somewhere. I think.
All right.
Continue, Ric Flair.
On the video,
Yeah, probably on YouTube.
Okay, they hear me though. Is it just audio on YouTube?
All right, keep going. I'll see.
No, but the thing is though, when it comes to like Ric Flair, the perfect example, what things he put his body through, what the career he chose, he should have died. Like he almost died like 4 or 5 times legitly, and even though that he survived all those things. Like as things go on and as he's living, like almost everyone he knows and he worked with, all his closest friends and other besides people that's younger than him, they're dead. Like,
today is the birthday of Owen Hart, by the way. I know that's
and rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Owen Hart. Put him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Put him in the goddamn Hall of Fame, yo. Like for real. I understand the stuff with the wife is the reason why they never did it, because she believes that WWE should have cut the show off. Don't keep the show keep going after his death, and she went on public about it. That's the reason why.
Really?
Yeah. She went public about it and tried to sue WWE because like his blood was stained on the mat.
On the mat.
Yeah, and they still continue to show.
I'm
like, for me, I'll say this: death is the only thing that make a wrestling show stop. That's the only. I think they should have called it too. Nobody would have been mad about the show. I wouldn't have been mad. Someone just real. Like anything, death is the only thing I think they should cut a show off for.
I remember, but I don't. Did they acknowledge that he died?
Yes, they don't. They talked about
that was after the show. Or was
no. It happened during the show.
I know it happened during the show, but did they acknowledge? Did they just say?
No, they said it. They announced it. They didn't know if he was dead yet. They just know it was a bad accident.
Yeah,
trying to get him help.
If you watched it, you can see it was a bad accident.
Yeah. And the thing is, they just trying to. They was like, should the show keep going? Like, yeah, we got to finish the show. Like, we got an hour left.
How do you finish the show like that?
I know, like they just try to help him and get him to the hospital like they did on those things.
How you tell 50,000 people go home?
Yeah, 50,000 people. Yeah, sold out show. Like,
I'd have left, so they wouldn't have to tell me.
Yeah, and I get the both conflictions of both stuff, like and things like that. It's just like I know as a wrestler, you're even trained like even if you got a concussion, bro, the show doesn't go on, keep going. Like mourn for me, all that stuff, but no, keep going. I know Owen probably in his heart would probably tell you to keep going, even though he didn't plan on dying. No one wanted him to die or get hurt. Like it's not like someone said, "Oh, he's dead, fuck him." No one said that. You know what I'm saying? It was just like I know as a wrestler, as a wrestling fan, and all the ones that's in that. Yeah, the wrestlers believe they keep going. Like Daniel Bryan, he had a concussion, he had an injury, and he still finished the match with his arm broken. Like he finished the shit. Like he's like, no, you finish a match no matter what. And he was livid that they cut it short just to save his goddamn life. Like it's just that's hard. It's training there, but I'm like, finish the show. But if someone's dead, no, cut it off. It's okay. We're not going to be upset about that. That is just some things. Death is that's high enough. There's nothing surpassing that. So I hope they can just get through. Maybe the wife will calm down and they can finally get a way to get.
Oh, she's still doing this because this happened in 1999.
Yeah, but because of what she did back then, those actions. That's why they never
put him in the
Hall of Fame and don't acknowledge Owen Hart and things like that. But they show love because her foundation. That's the reason why they have on AEW the Owen Hart Cup, and whoever wins that, they get a championship title at their biggest show. Whoever wins that tournament every year. So that's a way to show honor and respect to Owen. But like I'm just saying, when it comes, I know we gotta bury our loved ones. So I don't stress myself out. I just make sure I tell my mama I love her every day. I talk to her every day. Things like that. And also, I just saw my dad. He's coming to the show too. Both my parents are going to the show, and I tell them both I love them all the time and all that good stuff. Seeing my dad recently, and because he's 75. He's an older guy and really older guy. And I was just like, damn, seeing him, he's now got to have a walker now. So I was like, yo, this man has been big and strong my whole entire life, and now seeing him it just brought another realization. Yeah, man, gotta try to cherish as much time with family and spend time with that. And that's why I shout out to my brother because he tries to keep in contact with everybody in one way or shape or form. He tries to talk to a family member, talk to a family, text them, call them, just everybody, anyone that's in the immediate family, because he tries to just keep in touch with everybody to make sure they're all
There's
right.
always one. Like
Yeah,
I've never been that. Like my brother was the one that kept everybody to talk to everybody. I don't, and I know that's wrong. Uh, and if people tell me all the time, you have to be more sociable with your family because it's the only family you get.
yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
because
I
I
get
love
you.
my family. I don't want my family like I'm just on my purpose, so that's why I'm just always
Right.
busy. But it's always love when I see them. I have no problem going out my way to say what's up to them, spend time with them, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like my young cousin that was all little kids, they all 20-year-olds now. You know what I'm saying? They all grew up fast. You know, what I'm saying? And some of them got kids already. It's just crazy. It's just like
That's when you realize you're getting old. When
hell
you see
yeah,
the kids, you remember as a baby, they got kids now.
yeah. And seeing them, like I was just like, they were like, damn, look at you, Knuckles, you all up in protective mode and shit like that, because like their kids are just running around. I'm just like, yo, what, yo, y'all stay right here and just stay right in that area. Like they like, you ain't even got no kids, so you the one trying to make sure the kids, yeah, because they can disappear fast. These little motherfuckers, they just run like flash, zoom, 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 zoom. Like yeah, keep an eye on their ass.
You know the funny thing is, meanwhile, everybody else, y'all saying something about trying to keep in touch with family,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm the one who, my mom had a horrible upbringing. You know what I'm saying, as far as how she feels she was treated and the structure of the household and the the non-reciprocity of who got treated better in the family and shit like that, to where it was like, for her story, basically the army had to work because she was trying to get the fuck up out of there. And she knew she wanted to have children. She didn't want to raise them in Philadelphia because she seen what the fuck Philadelphia was doing to her friends' children, her friends' kids, and all that shit like that. So the army had to work. Excuse me, Lord have mercy. So it was like, for me growing up, I had play cousins and shit like that or whatever, or people I'm supposed to be close to, and it's like it never satisfied the urge of what I seen from other people that I grew up with around. You know what I'm saying? Niggas they got to actually see and spend time with their grandmothers and shit like that, or I get to see their uncles or get introduced to their uncles and shit like that. Where the last time I seen any of the people from my mom's side of the family was 2004, and even then them niggas was strangers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm on guard now because I've been hearing all these stories about how horrible you motherfuckers was to my mom when she was younger, and now I'm 19 and this is my first time meeting y'all. I'm here for the bullshit. Where's that? Y'all ain't gonna do that shit while I'm around, because now she got protection. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I can do at 19, but all that funky ass shit y'all niggas was doing in the motherfuckers 70s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, nah, that shit ain't going down. Not while I'm here. And it's like, them niggas didn't even feel like motherfucking family. Like nobody was very welcoming or none of that shit like that. I was out there in Philadelphia doing my own motherfucking thing and shit. Walking to the mall and all this shit like that out there in fucking Germantown and shit. And then it's like, I don't have any real relationship with my father. Like, I seen the nigga. He spent some time out here in the summertime before I went to the 8th grade and shit. This nigga begged me to cut my motherfucking hair. I should not have listened to that nigga. But whatever. But that was the last time I seen that nigga, when I went to the 8th grade. And then once I seen how childish and sulky he was and the shit that he was complaining to my mom about what she would let me do or get away with, and she like, you his father, so if you want to reprimand him, you do it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop you from reprimanding your son. But he didn't do it, and then the nigga ain't come out to see nobody no more. The niggas ain't never go to Detroit. I talked to my grandmother on the phone more than what he talks to her in real life. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, as far as the family out in Philadelphia, them ain't my goddamn family members because I don't know you niggas. You know what I'm saying? My mom, I give her the utmost respect for this, because to put yourself in the mindset of, I don't even know how old my mom was when she joined the army, but to set aside and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this. because I got to get away from this shit, and I don't want my child to grow up in this shit when I have a child. And to just break the fuck out and just say, you know what, I'm going to be the one to break the generational curses because I can't do this shit. And then to hear the stories of her sending pictures to my grandfather and my grandmother out there, and they talking about some. People who got babies send pictures all the time because the babies are growing up. Now, if you think about the fucking 80s, they were mailing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Who knows how long? Who knows how long that shit taking to get to the post office? My mom happy as a bitch to have me after 5 miscarriages. You sending the pictures out to them, and then you hear from your mom, you ain't got to send no more pictures. How the fuck would that make you feel as a new parent? You know what I'm saying? So I understand what she did, why she did it, and in all honesty, I'm thankful that she did do it because I ain't got to deal with none of that shit. And then it's like I already got the mentality of you niggas are strangers. So whenever the day comes, I don't really got to worry about none of you niggas coming out the woodwork because y'all niggas ain't been around. So if you start showing the fuck up, it's going to be who the fuck are you? I ain't never seen you niggas when I was growing up all my life and none of that shit like that. So all that coming around thinking you about to get some shit, nah, that shit ain't happening at all. None of that shit. And then just a lot, yo. Like all the shit that she went through and experienced and shit like that. All the way to the point I think that's why me and my mom clash when it comes to mindsets. As far as what she grew up in, she still lives based off of that. You get what I'm saying? To where you made sure you took yourself out of that environment, raised me differently, and then you're trying to attribute your rules that you grew up on as a child stay in a child's place. Kids never talk back to their parents no matter how old they are. You never stand up for yourself towards your parents. Nah.
That's dead.
I didn't grow up like you did. I had to break that down to I said, you purposely moved so that I wouldn't grow up in that environment
and be that type
and
of
be
mindset.
that and have that type of mindset. And now we clash so much because you feel like it's resentment or I'm being rebellious when you always told me it didn't matter who talked shit to me, whether it was an adult or anything. If you don't like the way somebody talking to you, you let them know. And if you let them know and they still doing it, that's when you come get me. That's when I was younger. Now I'm an adult. I can stand up for myself. And unfortunately, you are seeing me stand up to you because what you're not allowed to do is talk crazy to me and yell at me and talk to me any kind of way because you don't know how to regulate your emotions when I'm up in here cleaning up dog pits. The dog old as a motherfucker. He about to fucking die. I got to let all 3 of the dogs outside. I got to go to work. I got to deal with them stupid motherfuckers at work. I got to come back home, make sure you straight, take care of you, make sure you got what you need. And you going to get smart with me or talk to me any kind of way? No, ma'am. Because I'm doing more than what the fuck my daddy do for his mama. I refuse for you to talk to me like that. I won't stand for it.
I don't know how she can acknowledge it. Like why the hell she can't even acknowledge it?
And then it's like, even when you do something and I reciprocate that energy back to you, because my best friend will tell you all my life, I don't start shit, but I'll finish it. Whatever you give me, I'm going to give it back to you. I am a motherfucking mirror. I've been that way for a very long time. And my mom is not accountable for how she talk to people or how she say shit, because you know why? The time period you grew up in, the parents talk to the kids that way, and you shut the fuck up and you took it.
But you're not a kid.
It didn't matter. Even if that's your parent, you never say nothing back to them because they're the parent. Nah, bro, I ain't grow up in that.
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, like I tell people all the time, like I said, my mom been gone 6 years. I'm still scared of her. So I would never talk back, but that's just how I was raised.
I'm not afraid of my parents, but I respect them.
Right.
Hey, that's
I respect
all.
the
But
shit.
I know you do too. Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying.
About
But
to talk to me
Right.
any kind of motherfucking way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just because you are experiencing something and you don't know how to regulate your emotions to where you're projecting on me. I'm not your motherfucking punching bag, my nigga.
And there's only so much you can take.
Exactly.
You got a lot on
with
yourself.
everything else that I'm fucking doing. Hey, yo, you need to go ahead and call you a nurse, come in this bitch for 8 hours, cuss that bitch out so that when I get home, you're exhausted.
Yeah, that'll be work. That'll work.
Let me ask y'all a question, because one thing the three of us have in common is, as far as I know, none of us have any kids. I feel I'm beyond that age to have kids. Y'all two are still pretty
Well,
young.
you're a man. You got
Nigga, your
sperm.
nuts.
No. I feel like I'm beyond that age to have kids. I ain't chasing no
You can
child.
always make babies.
Yeah, no,
Wife
no,
can't after
yeah,
a certain age,
yeah.
but you can keep going.
Is that something that you? I mean, I'm not saying it's too late, but is that something that y'all regret?
No,
Being raised
no.
by but we all were raised by single mothers.
Like my dad was in my life, but but once basically they was married, they had me. After 3 years of marriage, they divorced. My dad,
so it's your fault. No, I'm just fucking. I'm sorry.
I'm
just sorry.
I told you he getting better.
Yeah. Bastards. No, but the thing is, when after they broke up, though, he was still in my life, but there's just certain times he should have been there a little more active. But he was there my whole entire life, though. So yeah, and the makeup for not being in the household and all the other bullshit between them, they try to keep me from it because I was a kid. He just preached, all the things he preached to me, and just would never shut the fuck up. But of course, I wasn't gonna say it to my dad. Right. But like, it was good though, because all that shit now, as living as an adult at 18 and up, all that shit made sense.
But do you feel like that you want to show him up and see that I could be the type of father you never?
Well, I'm saying, like my dad was
my daddy up.
Well, I am unlike my dad, I am living my dream. So I guess I am already surpassing him in that aspect. Okay. But like to be better than him in those things. But my dad's a good dude. He's a good man. He was he'll die for me and my mother, like all that shit. Like he was a man.
My dad, fuck nigga. I tell him that shit to his face. Nigga, when you on your deathbed, don't call me unless you about to give me something.
And like I said, I felt that way too.
That's
until that last year.
Yeah, that's what he did, so he can't be mad at it.
Yeah, I felt that way too. Like, I was glad I gave him an opportunity to show me a different man. He never really explained why he was the way he was, but I knew he was because of the addictions he had. But I felt like, I got a chance to see a different man than I thought I knew. And I think one of my regrets that I have, one of the few regrets in my life that I have, is that I never really had a child, so I could be the type of father I knew that I could be. So that's why I asked, whenever I see young men, I always wondered, what type of father, because I look at y'all too. You are driven, and I think there's a lot of men out here, like, I'm trying to say without. Y'all are great examples of good men. There's a lot of fuck niggas, using his word, out there having babies, just not taking care of their babies. Yeah. And these, and I hate these YNs, but these YNs are the results of a lot of these fuck niggas out here having.
Facts.
Yeah.
All it is, the cycle just keep perpetuating the same bullshit.
So what really makes me feel bad is that there are situations where good men like us, and I'm just like I said, I'm not just tooting our horns, good men like us have not yet been able to plant the seed for tomorrow. Like I'm concerned about.
Nigga, how you think we feel about having kids in this shit?
Yeah, bro.
Like, even one of my niggas hit me up. He was like, yo, what would you think about this? A chick had a baby in 2020 or whatever. She's in her 20s. It's been about 5 years and the kid is at home and she's still trying to go to the club and shit like that. I said, she for the streets, man. I mean, I ain't saying you got to give your life the fuck up. But once you have kids, it's not about you no more.
No.
All it does is remind me of baby boy when she said, "Mama gotta have a life too, Jody." That's exactly what I hear when he told me that shit. And I'm just like, yo, I said, for real, some people are fathers and mothers. It takes a whole lot more to be a parent and to parent your children. How do you think? I'm like, me and my girl talk about this shit all the time. Excuse me. Having a kid. And then you thinking about you gonna put them in public school. Think about this. Think about some of the shit we saw growing up.
Oh God.
You too, G.
Right.
Like it was at an earlier time, but it's worse now because of the accessibility of technology.
Yes.
How many parents out there ain't really parenting their kids to where they gonna come to school one day? Hey man, Timmy, look at this. Look at this guy sucking this other guy's penis. This is crazy. Why are you exposing my child to something? Now I gotta speed my child's maturity up because you don't parent your motherfucking kids, and I gotta let my kid know now, hey, look, that's a certain lifestyle that certain people live. And then I gotta really find a way to break it down gently for a child's mindset to where they can understand that shit.
And they can still stay children.
It's no innocence left.
There's one thing I've always said.
Fucking
And
crazy.
I don't like to badmouth mothers these days.
No,
but
tell the truth, goddamn it.
Right, but I do understand this. There is too many parents out here that one grandparents is raising a child. There's too many parents out here. There's too many kids out here that are 4 years old and know how to make oodles and noodles. There's too many kids out here right now that know that Friday and Saturday are club nights. Like that should not be your thing.
Wild.
That should not be. You should know that. Oh, it's Friday night. Mama going out.
Like I said, it's a difference between raising a child and parenting your kid.
Exactly.
If you knew you weren't gonna be a parent and install fucking morals, values, principles, accountability, integrity, and try to raise them with some parameters that are age appropriate for them, get your uterus taken out. Nigga, go ahead and get that. Go ahead and
get that tube yanked.
What's that shit called?
Two times.
For the guys. That's
bisectomy.
Get a vasectomy. If you know you ain't gonna be shit as a goddamn parent if you have children, go ahead and get that shit taken out.
And I'm gonna say this before we go on this commercial break. Yesterday, working, I saw 8 kids. None of them probably older than 12. And they're running back and forth across the goddamn street. I said, where the fuck are their parents at? Why the fuck? If I actually knew who their parents was, I would have called CPS on your bitch ass, you hoe ass.
We had a story today on Afternoon Drive that this man shot and killed a child because the child was playing Ding Dong Ditch.
I heard y'all when y'all was talking about that shit. And you know what? I was like, damn. That's crazy because the time, and then I heard what you said, like niggas got ring door lights and shit like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's a little bit harder to get away with that, man. You know what I'm saying?
And shout
but
out,
the time that we grew up in, you know, it was mischievous shit that you just wanted to do to terrorize your neighborhood or the neighborhood that you always go to. It might have been that one lady that get that goddamn basketball out of my fucking yard. Oh, we gonna fix this bitch.
And run off. Yeah.
Who the fuck? Y'all better stop playing. I'm gonna call the police. You know, that shit was fun. It was an adrenaline rush.
Yes,
especially when you're trying to get some get back when you just out being a kid in the daytime and these
quote unquote Karen.
Yeah, somebody being an asshole to you because your ball went in their yard on fucking accident. So.
And shout outs to the man that killed the cop that killed his son.
I ain't gonna say that. I'm not with you on that one.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm gonna just say I understand.
Yeah, I understand. I'm gonna just say
kill
that.
The cop that killed your son. I'm not saying you should kill anybody.
No, but
you know what?
But
guess what?
We gonna when we get back.
Come back.
No, when we come back, we gonna talk about that. I really want to talk about that. Yeah, go ahead and do the song.
I hope I got that on. Nigga, did you fart or was that the chair? Man, I thought you ripped one. I was like, what the fuck? That John said, I said, yo. Nigga that got all the vulnerability out. This nigga.
Yeah.
crazy. I like to talk shit when I fuck. I need a rough nigga like the baby. When he hit the city, he gon' tap in. He gon' fly me out to put it back in. I ain't tripping when a nigga pull my hat, cause he gon' pay for it to put it back in. I put one leg on the headboard, leave the other leg on the mattress. Look down at him while he smacking. Get them headshots like an actress.
Yeah, my baby like to act up when we fucking. Aggressive freak, she tell me smack her when we fuck. I started to laugh, she say what's funny? Throwing that ass, she say quit running. I'm holding it back cause I don't want to nut quick. But fuck, really got nothing to hide. She knowing what's up with me. Started at 12:30.
Yeah.
You try to come back and say, where the goddamn cups at?
I didn't order a bunch of classic cups.
As you should have.
These glass cups don't seem to make sense.
I mean, it's nice for the aesthetic, you know, especially when you're drinking.
I mean, we in here drinking often, so it's just.
Y'all get some goddamn whiskey balls. Y'all motherfuckers be in the game, man.
Whiskey balls.
Yeah, the ice balls.
It's a big chunk of ice.
It's in a circle. No, yeah. But it's in
like the bomb balls.
Yeah, basically that same shit. That's what they call whiskey balls. You get them just in Mona's Lounge once upon a time. Now the YNs that took over that shit.
So you know what I saw on you can YouTube it or not YouTube it, TikTok Shop or Amazon. They got the little you can fill it up with water and freeze it, and then you can make your own ice balls if you're a heavy drinker with the whiskey.
I definitely ain't no heavy drinker. I drink on the weekend. I'm one of them drinkers that when I drink. Yeah, because I don't be sitting around at home drowning in my sorrows. Like I understand how people get addicted to drugs. I understand how people get addicted to alcohol because life be throwing haymakers. You know what I'm saying? And some people will just be like, oh, I want to drink something to get away from it. Oh, I want to get high as a motherfucker and just not think about this shit.
I was around 2010. After my brother died, I would just drink just to get.
No, I understand the deal with the pain. I ain't gonna lie, because I know we're all gonna have to do it. My coping mechanism when my mom does pass one day, the gym. I'm just gonna do a lot of constructive things. I'm probably gonna bury myself in work, to be honest with you. Working out.
You still gonna have to take some time to grieve.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna still
don't
grieve.
Want to be Kanye West.
Yeah. I'm still gonna grieve and go through the steps like you have to. We back. Goddamn it! Now back to what we was talking about the gentleman. I had his name. I have to find it again. Basically, he's a black man. His son was killed by a cop. Because, you know how they kill us for no reason and using the excuse on the book to keep killing us with their blatant white racism. Fuck all you white racist pieces of trash. All you should die. If you're not white or racist, white and racist, you shouldn't be offended right now. But if you are offended, yeah, then I'm talking to you, bitch, and I stand on it. So the cop murdered his son, being black, driving while black, and used every excuse to try to get away with it. And the father was like, fuck that shit. And the very next day killed his ass. And then they got him. He didn't care. He didn't want to.
He didn't kill his ass. He killed another.
Oh, okay. We killed a cop that, first of all, he should have went after the cop that did it.
That's what I said.
But I will say, because I want your input too. No, my thing is, I get why he should have go after the one who did it. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like this. How many innocent people get murdered by the cops that are our complexion? So far as I'm concerned, y'all all ride together, die together. So goddamn it, it's sort of like a gang. The police are a gang. Let's just be real. The police are a gang, and they will defend each other. That's why there's no such thing as a good cop. Because if you cannot call out the injustice and all the crooked motherfuckers that you know that are there, and you won't expose them, and they do this behind closed doors, yeah, man, we're a brotherhood. We're the police. We work together. We're a family. So no matter if you know that motherfucker's dirty, if it ain't affecting you, you keep your mouth shut. Type of mentality, like any other gang. So fuck it. If you got a badge, hey, if you're innocent or not, it had nothing to do with it. You still get dropped, whatever. You are guilty by association by the gang that you join, and you're the police. So far as I'm concerned, he should have. I know if he would have, if he could have got to him, but he just said, "Fuck it." Every cop is guilty, and yeah, you're right. So if you don't like it, use this as an example to say, you know what? All dirty cops need to get crucified by the real cops that are supposedly good, and then we can probably stop shit like this. But yeah, honestly, all these cops getting away with murdering and taking us out for years and still doing it till this day. fuck them. I don't care. I don't feel sorry for nobody. That's the cops. And I love how they try to all look hard, all them pork chops looking motherfuckers in that courtroom trying to look hard. And he had this held up high like, yeah, fuck all of y'all. Y'all can eat a dick, especially the black ones and all the other ones that ain't white. Because they was all trying to scare him. And they ain't been like, I ain't worried about none of y'all. Lay all of y'all down for my son. I'm on his side. I still say, of course, on going out, the cop that he killed didn't have nothing to do with it, supposedly. All right, that's fine. Yeah, go for the motherfucker who did it, but that cop would have probably lied for that motherfucker anyway, so fuck him. So that's why I stand on it, and I stand on it. So what you saying, G?
The crash out is crazy. I wouldn't. I don't.
It's hard.
I don't perpetuate it, but I understand.
Yeah.
And I'm not motivating no one to do this, but I'm just saying, y'all, how long does it have to keep happening until somebody just take out everyone with a shield? Like, because you keep going after everyone that's just black anyway.
That's what's gonna have to happen. Motherfuckers don't understand how serious shit is to somebody, or what's somebody's red button until you push the motherfucker.
Exactly.
And I feel like if you are a cognitive thinking human being who knows how to rationalize and think with foresight, if you put forth the effort to think, what would be the consequences and the repercussions and the outcome of this if I respond like this, or if I do this? Then when the ramifications come, everybody want to run it. How many full circles we got to make in this bitch? This is about the third full circle.
Yeah, no,
but it sucks that it got to be the most extreme shit to make people say, "Hold up, we got to put a stop to this. We got to put some things in place in order to make this not happen like this ever again." It shouldn't take that. You motherfuckers got a brain, don't you? You should think, shouldn't you, before that become illegal?
But a lot of them don't have empathy, and they don't have souls, and they're evil, and that's the reason why they don't learn until they lose something too.
Everybody be worried about their motherfucking self.
And let's just be real. White people's racism is the most evilest thing on this planet, and they're not going to learn until their money's fucked up and their lives are dead. So for every black life, it should be like 5 white ones.
Racism and funny motherfucker.
Yeah. And it's been proven. Someone actually last year, I remember they broke down a video like breaking if white people's racism would have went away in 2020, by 2025 today, the country itself would make over $10 trillion. If white people's racism, no, he broke it down by science and what their racism still affects to this day. It was 2020, not a few years ago, like 5 years ago, and he said if we stop white people's racism blatantly right now. And by 2025, we'll have over $10 trillion, and the whole country as a whole will be one of the most powerful countries on the planet, legitly, if we get rid of white people's racism. Of course, I shared it and all that other stuff too on my TikTok, the one I had at that time. Because, that's a real, I love how you use intelligence and science and proof of what they still affect people that's not white in this country with. And it's crazy because every other country has no problem talking on the news and all their stuff about white racism that's in this country that exists. And they'll talk about it freely everywhere else on the planet. Look at their news. I promise you, they have no hesitation. Like all the times that black people was getting killed heavily, like we saw on like every other week. Oh yeah, England, China, Russia, Africa, everybody was showing the news talking about the blatant racism in America of hunting down black people. It seemed like they're just hunting, because when you seeing black people get killed and they like another one, like when you have people saying that and that was a normal thing, what the fuck? So at the end of the day, no, white racism can suck my dick forever. You should burn in hell. You're evil as fuck. Fuck Donald Trump and everybody that stands with him. And only white racism is the only reason why this bitch, and cheating also with those fucking machines that was owned by Tesla, is the only reason why you're the president to destroy this country. The Simpsons show, I hope your guess is correct and this bitch dies in June or July. I hope to God that bitch dies. I know in no way, shape, or form am I threatening him. No, he's supposed to die of natural causes from what their prediction is. But the Simpsons haven't been wrong. So goddamn it, if this bitch died this year, barbecues all around the fucking planet, bitch.
All right, so let me tell you my input on that previous topic as far as that. I think that grief is a terrible thing to deal with. It's a terrible thing, especially when you're dealing with grief for something that shouldn't have happened. There have been stories of the kid was running away. There's been nothing that I've This is what I've read. I don't know if this is true or not, so I'm not saying it is. The story is the kid was running away from a stolen car. He had a pistol in his hand. That I don't know, but that's what I read. I don't know that. I don't know why the cop killed him, and it was wrong. The cop should be punished. Again, if we go by what Trump saying, the cop won't be punished, but the cop should be punished. As far as the father, I understand grief. I understand, but I'm sure he doesn't. You took another person's life that had nothing to do with it, whether he was guilty by association or what. He had nothing to do with it. This guy was a traffic cop.
Collateral damage.
He wasn't even a beat cop. He was a traffic cop. I think he ran him over with his car. I don't know what he did.
Yeah, he hit him with a vehicle.
He was a traffic cop. Because you were angry at the cop. I'm not saying he should have went after the cop to kill the son. I'm definitely not saying that.
I agree with that.
But that's what he did. Here is my question to everybody that feels it was justified. And this is the question to ask for everybody that feels it was justified. In that mentality, if you feel that was justified, so now let's just say hypothetically, that dude's father is still alive. So is it okay for him to go kill somebody, a random black dude, a random father?
I understand the never-ending cycle.
Yeah, it's at some point we have to stop this fucking cycle. So that's like saying it's okay for this dude's uncle or this dude's brother or this dude's son to go kill because he's grieving to go kill a random father, and then that father, that son will go kill somebody. It's just, to me, it's a vicious cycle that we're not getting out of unless someone make a move.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time dealing with the fact that I don't know what I would have done if this was my son. I might have felt like I want to go out there and unalive a cop right now.
Yeah.
But hopefully, like Free said, hopefully cleaner minds or stronger minds will prevail. I just think it's fucked up that someone else had to die that had nothing to do with it. That's my thought.
And I respect everything you said, and it made sense. I'm not gonna lie. Now, this is a hypothetical I'm about to say before I say what I'm about to say. This is hypothetical. I'm just saying if I was that gentleman that lost his son.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do things if God forbid, and I knock on wood.
Not real wood, but okay.
No matter if I had any type of child and a cop took out my child because obviously for the color of their skin, I'm gonna do it the justice route first. If that fails,
which it probably will.
Yeah, and I would be counting on it anyway, so I would already be training and do what I got to do. But at the end of the day, Saul and the Joker is going to be real as fuck. And then I would make my whole entire purpose. That motherfucker would have been the first to go, and I would have made an example out of him. And then after that, I would have just spent the rest of my life punishing dirty cops. I would dig through people's lives because you can learn how to be a hacker in a weekend. I would learn, my whole life would be dedicated to killing dirty cops or dirty criminals. Oh yeah,
I was gonna say Batman.
Yeah, like at the end of the I'm so serious. Like that, you're done now. I already I did it the right way first, and I was already training while I'm doing that. And once the justice system screwed me over like it would, then I'm gonna be justified. My whole purpose now. No one's gonna know that it's me for a very long time, but a lot of people would drop. Yes.
This was that his only son?
I don't know if that was only kid or not.
Only kid? I wonder.
Yeah, because
now you're in jail for the rest of your life, and your other kids are gonna suffer.
Yeah. Like as far as I'm concerned, secretly I would be killing dirty cops.
Yeah,
dirty cops, dirty everybody. Like this is a hypothetical. This is no 100% not happening and not real. No children, and I'm not doing this. But yeah, that would have motivated me. That would have been my breaking point. I know my breaking points are what would break me and make me just go get stronger and get darker and just say God, just whatever.
He didn't try to get away. He turned.
Yeah.
I wonder if he has other kids or because now you not only lost your child, you lost your sibling, or you lost your brother, you lost your father. Now you lost your child, you lost your husband or something like that. It's just, I don't think it was thought through because especially since he did it and then kind of walked into the police station right after, didn't try to run. So.
And every dirty corrupt cop that I would kill, I'm saying I'm gonna like when you find their dead bodies later, you're gonna see all the evidence of the dirt that they have done, and I'm gonna put it on the internet too, so that way
I'm not getting like people will be behind me more than they would hate me because I'm killing dirty people.
So let me ask you another question, in the same aspect. Why not just become a cop and show them what a good cop can be?
Because you're one person in an already corrupted system, and you're one by yourself. Ass ain't gonna do it, and you're handcuffed, and also, yeah, like.
But you think that's why there's so many corrupt cops? Because I remember when I was growing up. If you ask a kid what he want to be, he gonna say, "I want to be a cop or a fireman."
I even said that dumb shit too.
Yeah.
But of course, I didn't really mean it. But I just said it as a kid. At your mind, you really believe that shit. But
now we're in a situation when no child wants to be a cop,
yeah, no,
especially no black child wants to be a cop.
Yeah, the cops are so crooked.
Think about the examples of what you've seen in your experience from childhood, saying that you wanted to be this, and then you grew up and you start to have resentment towards this thing that you said you once wanted to be.
And it's
imagine how much fucked up shit or how fucked up your experience has to be in order for you to change your trajectory like that, to be like, you know what? That don't look like the thing to be, because
I thought I wanted to be.
I've had the most horrible experience of them.
Yeah. And my thing, and again, I just want to say one more time, just for clarity, this was all hypothetical. If I was that man in that situation and trying to do things the right way, and then the system would piss on me, so I would say fuck you and piss back. That's
so
all.
Next time a cop end up dead, don't come here looking for knuckles.
Yeah, because I have never, in no way, shape, or form. No, I live my life with God. I pay my taxes, and I walk with Jesus. So fuck all y'all. But I still say fuck white racism all the way to the grave. Anyway, and after. So I just want to make sure that was very clear. That's all, because you know what I'm saying. Because the internet, because you never know how the more famous I get, the bigger I get.
Back.
I already know.
Back in 2025, Knuckles said he going out. He killing
same,
cops.
I mean, if they gonna do this shit like everybody else, they gonna clip that shit, throw it up there. Then you had to over explain unless you tell them, "Did you watch the whole episode?"
Yeah, and no, and if that ever, God forbid, that happened 5 years, 10 years, the more successful and bigger I am, bitch, please, I'm bringing every episode, bitch. Here's the full context. There you go.
You better hope that bitch still on YouTube, because I ain't keeping it.
Well, I was saying, yeah, well, you ain't deleting your page.
Once it's on the internet, it's on the internet forever.
Yeah,
so
exactly. I'm like, no, bitch, you better watch. I'm not afraid of competition.
Just like the shit with Kevin Samuels, man. They still
I'm
fucking
like,
with
bitch,
that man to this day.
Anybody that get mad, you better watch the full fucking video in context. Suck my dick. Thank you.
By the time they get to it, it's gonna be too late. How long Kevin Samuels been dead? 2 years, possibly. I believe
2 to 3 now.
Two and a half, 2 years, something like that. And now motherfuckers is finally, I really sat down and watched the whole 2 hours of his show, and it really, the clips that they spliced together, they tried to paint him as a bad person. 22. So almost 3 years.
Almost a couple of days ago. It was 3 years, a couple of days ago.
Rest in peace.
They gonna keep
Godfather.
and then when people watch the full episode, it was just like, he was really on point. He was really saying some real shit. He was justified in some of the things he was saying because of how the people were talking back to him, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I was watching the full episodes while that nigga was alive. What the fuck was y'all doing? Clipping it up, watching the 30-second, 2-minute goddamn clips. They do like, man.
And until this day, his word stands stronger than ever, because you bitches are always proving them right. And that's why y'all hate him even in the grave, but he's laughing at your goofy ass in heaven while you pussy poor ass little bum hoes are down here looking like raggedy bitches that you are. And then shout out, and you know what? Speaking of simps and cornball ass niggas dating hoes and wifing hoes, Kevin Gates, bring your bitch ass down. Oh yeah, I was gonna get your ass, bitch.
This nigga to the front of the congregation.
Yeah, this motherfucker took Brittany Renner. I'm like, another dude that definitely. Yeah, I hope that God this is a publicity stunt, because Kevin.
Tell me what happened.
No. Kevin Gates really married Brittany Renner, the same bitch.
Brittany Renner?
A hoe that was about a basketball player.
Nigga,
she was going on the basketball players.
Scouting.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the same hoe who got dropped off and now being a bum is singing in her little car that she barely could afford. That, you know, because she lost all her money and the dude broke up with her, all that stuff. And she's like, yeah, this is how you go catch famous men and basketball players because they're stupid. And this, that, and the third. This hoe did this for like 2 years after she got dropped and then tried to build them.
Did she say they stupid and then went out to basketball players?
Yeah. She still was doing it. And she was there. She was trying to get a rebound while she was still talking shit in the car.
Basketball players after she said they were stupid.
Yeah, because niggas ain't got no dick discipline. They ain't got no dick discipline. Niggas just want pussy.
Yeah. And then
like they ain't never had it.
This is the same hoe that got drunk was trying to fuck Charleston White on a podcast. Like Charleston White.
Okay.
Yeah, drunk as fuck. And he was like, no, he's like, no, I ain't falling. I don't blame him. I would have did the same shit. No, bitch, everybody knows you. I know you. Everybody knows you. Please get this drunk bitch up off me.
But Kevin Gates, the last thing I remember about Kevin Gates was him making that statement about LeBron's wife. Because LeBron's wife was he said that he wished that a white woman would look. He wished the LeBron wife don't look at LeBron the way white women look at LeBron.
Them white bitches are lusting. She loves him, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking
my
about?
whole thing is, why you show up to the game like this nigga was about to stop playing basketball
to talk to your goofy ass.
Like you again, that's like I be telling motherfuckers at my job, like I be having real conversations with the people that I'm confident in talking to about some of the bullshit that I see that be going on. I said, but I be trying my best to keep my composure and handle shit real civilized. Like I said, because I said what some of these people fail to realize is while I'm here, you can call me a snitch, rat, all that shit don't mean shit to me because we at work. Just like you feel protected, I feel protected at work too. And guess what? If you keep fucking around, I'm gonna keep telling you, bitch ass. Because what you're not about to do is make me and my coworkers who come in here and try to be cordial and enter here with good energy miserable where the fuck we make our money at. Now, if you see me at motherfucking Food Line, you know shit might be a little different.
Yeah, we off the clock now.
Because we ain't there, and this is the streets. Shit different out here. Yeah. But while we where we protected at, yeah, I'm gonna tell on you. I'm tell on you like a motherfucker, just like y'all tell on me about shit and complain on me about shit. Yup, I'm gonna come tell on you. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you go. Either tattletale, either snitch, either rat. I don't give a fuck. I pay taxes. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, you eat a dick, bitch. I mean, that shit's for street niggas that break the law willingly. Like, I don't, so I can snitch if I want to, but I don't, like your business is your business. But you got my name coming out your mouth, bitches, instant smoke.
If I'm involved, and I tell people this all the time, and I've said this many times. If you don't want me to tell, don't put me in this shit.
Come on now.
If you don't want me, because
keep my name out your mouth.
If I had a running joke with some of the other people we used to do the shows with. They like, I was like, if y'all have just a no chance of getting caught playing to rob a bank, I don't mind being part of it. But if we get caught,
that's it. That's all.
We get caught. Because if I get caught, we get caught. You can call me a snitch if you want. Don't put me into it. I'm not going to jail for nobody.
And that's it.
Well, you're still going to go to jail when you're just trying to get a lesser deal.
I would rather G Money stay at home than
and
forever.
That's what I said. Yeah.
I remember Pusha T said that shit one time. If I invite somebody out, or certain people get mad that you don't invite them out, because it might be some shit when I go out. You know what I'm saying? And if some shit go down, and we might have to get busy, and we might have to throw hands. I don't want to look back and think the person that was gonna have my back then took off running or some shit, or you holding your motherfucking phone the whole time, because it's gonna make me look at you different, because you put yourself in the position to where you thought you made it seem as if I could trust you to have you around even if some fuck shit go down, and now that the shit is going down, you showed me that you ain't built like the rest of us. So now I don't even make me have to look at you differently like that. Stay where you at and stay safe there. Because I'd rather keep somebody, my friend, knowing that that's where you belong.
Exactly. And the thing is also, it's just like that scene from The Town. It's like, yeah, look, we gotta go somewhere. I gotta use my I can't tell you nothing. All we're gonna do is hurt some people. It's gonna be late, and you can't ask me about it later. You down? You're like, who car we taking? I like that. That's you need to know who's those people in your life and who the people like. You know, you're a tax law-abiding citizen. You're gonna only be in this portion. And like, cause all my life living in Southside, I knew people that were real trappers. I knew motherfuckers who really had them things, that really lived that life. Had a body or two, but of course I don't know the full story because I wasn't supposed to be there, and I let them know. No, I'm not that guy. I'm cool with you. You're cool with me. Hi, game, whatever. But yeah, but that part of your life, I'm not. No, I'm a part of your normal life. And I let that be established for any real street hood nigga I really knew in real life. That's why they respected me and I respected them, because they knew that I'd never fake being gangster. I never fake being like, I ain't no punk. I'll fight you. But but shooting, that's not. I'm not going that far. They knew I was on this side of the fence. They was on this side of the fence. There's a lot of real street niggas. Yeah. There's real niggas that know that this is the dark side life and the light side. I stayed on the light because that's where I'd rather be at because I want to grow old. You know what I'm saying? So all the real ones that knew me back then, they knew I was always cool. That's why. Besides God and just being family and the person that I am, I think that's why I never had no issues going in any hood or any whatever streetwise or south side and felt safe because I knew real people that were really about that, and I was just a real guy that wasn't gonna fake the funk, and they respected me off of that, off of that GP. So
I went through the same shit. I done seen niggas cook coke up in front of me, all types of shit. I know too many people from Dope Well with a dope sale. I done known everybody from fucking goddamn Petersburg off of what's the name of that goddamn street? I done been to Croatan. I ain't never had no issues, and it all comes from authentically being yourself.
Yeah.
If niggas know that you ain't trying to get down like that and you don't show no interest in that, I respect what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You do get it how you live. But goddamn it, don't put me in that shit. Goddamn it, I fucks with you, but I ain't going that hard.
I'll tell this one story. I thought I can tell this story. I'm not gonna say nobody's name or whatever. There was a guy that I knew. I was heavily rapping. Everyone knew Knuckles around the city, Baze Block. I'm cool with him. I thought he was just a regular rapper too. He really rapped his lyrics. Let's just say that he really lived his lyrics. One day I hung out with him for one night. It was a great time. We talked to some bitches, got a few drinks, Baze Block, had a good time, and I was just running with him for a little bit. He said, "Yo, can you take me to a stop or two?" I said, "Sure, it's not a problem. You're my boy."
Ain't thinking nothing.
Yeah, I ain't thinking. I'm thinking we doing normal shit. Nigga, when we got there, it was anything but. But when I tell you, nigga, a whole house set up nice. And I tell you, this motherfucker really was about that. I was like, he's just like, "No, just be easy, be cool, just chill right here at the door." I'm like, "I got you. I'll be right here. I ain't going no fucking where." He went upstairs. He came back, we was gone. And then I was like, "Okay, let's go." I was like, this was fun. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not on that part of the life. I get it, brother, and that's why I got you. I ain't gonna never put you in no stupid shit. I was like, yeah. And I'll just see you in the rap places or this, that, and the third in the normal places. I appreciate you. And he paid me, give me a little money. I said, thank you for the gas or whatever. It won't be some need. It was it. Chill, nice. I was like, niggas really about that.
I'm a full disclosure. G from now is completely different than the G I was in my mid-20s.
Frank Lucas?
It's completely different from the G I was. And that's because I learned lessons. And the lessons have made me be the type of person I am today. But even saying that, I don't believe that there is anybody out there that can make you do what you don't want to do.
Come on, man. Exactly. Peer pressure ain't. I don't believe in that shit.
Yeah, I don't believe it because if you know the consequences, like you said earlier,
but
you
again,
know the consequences.
You have to have the foresight, the forethought of that shit.
And I think, and getting back on the YNs, and I hate saying YNs, I really do. Getting back on them now, they have no fear. Like I feared death. I feared my mother. I didn't really fear jail, but I had fear.
I fear jail. I'm too cute. Fuck that shit.
I ain't going to jail. Fuck that. I'd rather die first.
I don't want to know what neither one of them
jail, prison, all that shit. Nope, you can keep all
I don't think these youngins nowadays do. Like we've had so many deaths.
Because it's advertised as a fun place to fucking be. You get to have your phone in there and all types
nowadays,
of shit.
like back I remember jail was it. You can't now jail is like it's like a party. You see some of your friends you ain't seen
going live from jail.
Hell yeah.
Talking to bitches online.
I remember, and you know what? It was pissing me off too about this is why why I think this is so horrible because I see it with my own two eyes right in fucking front of me. Yeah, like these niggas that get on live on TikTok, they're in a real life prison. All the niggas talking all that shit, and then bitches is like, ooh, he cute, he's sexy, he this, he that. Ooh, I will have your baby. Where can I send you some money? Like, yeah, all this other these thirsty ass bitches, and of course they all low quality. Ain't no woman of class or even substance if it's going to even entertain a bunch of dudes that's in jail. You know, they that's in their white whatever or their little jail outfits or with their shirt off and talking to you, having full conversation for like an hour live before they get caught and shit. I'm just like, and then sending gifts and all this other stuff. Like, you can make money off TikTok
Put money on their books.
Yeah, like I'm dead. They was gifting. These thirsty assholes was gifting these niggas that's locked up. It was crazy. I said, wow. And one woman sent a Galaxy. If you on TikTok, you know what a Galaxy is, and that's one of the most expensive things. I think that's like $50 to $100 to give a Galaxy of your own money to somebody.
Oh, you know one of those gifts?
Yeah. It shows a whole galaxy, and it's like $50
She
to $100.
wanted that nigga to make the biggest swole he ever made.
Yeah, like, bro, let me tell you. And I'm
Get
like,
all the oodles and noodles and cookies, nigga.
Yeah, dudes be so much. They use that money to, for they're off of TikTok. But I was like, that's contraband, whatever. They know the hookup and all that other shit. But it's crazy.
So are they allowed phones now?
No, supposedly that's supposed to be no. You're in jail. You're in prison.
I don't even know what the rules are no more. Like niggas be getting on the internet and they be
because they let them get on the internet now. I hear.
Yeah, they do that.
Well, yeah,
but I don't know what the rules are.
But they probably monitoring and watching all the things that they're doing. There's no way in hell they're gonna let them get full range.
Goddamn, I don't give a fuck if I had an account before I went in that bitch. I'm not getting on. Y'all niggas ain't about to be up under my shit looking at what the fuck I'm looking at.
Yeah, paying attention to see. I don't want nobody seeing me locked up.
Yeah.
But then again, they use that as clout.
Yeah, but clout or way to get some funds if your ass ain't got no money. Like, if I ain't gonna lie, if I was gonna be a dude in jail, I would just work out and talk life and talk some real shit and tell people don't come in here, don't be like, give some real shit, and then if I can make money off that, then cool. But like the ones that be talking like, yeah, they throwing their signs up and all that other shit, all that street dumb shit.
Now that we talked about that, like no bullshit. The same nigga I seen cook up coke in his kitchen is the same nigga that when he went to jail, that nigga was shooting me DMs on Instagram and Facebook, shooting this shit, talking to me. I said, he on the street. I snuck my phone. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here in a couple months. I said, boy, you wild as a bitch. I appreciate you reaching out though. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you.
On that shitty phone.
Come on, my nigga.
Some of them got smartphones.
Yeah, bro.
No, I mean shitty because that's how you got
it. Literal sense. But I was tripping off that show like this nigga in jail and talking to me on Facebook message.
Full conversations.
God bless. I said that nigga fuck with me. That nigga risking his goddamn free.
Yeah. Now look, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. We got some real passionate shit on here, man. We definitely gonna be here every week, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Y'all can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, KWB Comedy, all together, no spaces, 3 daily videos. Laugh with your boy.
What?
3 daily videos.
Sound like I said digging.
Yeah, I said daily.
I know what you said.
Go back and listen to this shit.
3 daily videos.
I mean, you gotta understand. If 2 people hear something,
all right. I'm gonna give y'all that. I know, but 3 daily videos. Y'all can laugh your ass off. Now I'm at 14,000 followers and climbing. Now 14.1 while I've been on this episode. So God is good. Getting like 200-300 followers a day, going more viral. Shout outs to all of y'all. And Artie Freeze, where is your social media so they can find you?
Money. I got
Big Time Radio Network. Y'all follow me. Make sure y'all tune in for all the shows on the network. Once again, congratulations to RGB Productions. That's RG. Is that right? RJ. Whatever. Congratulations to Robert.
Too, huh?
Yeah. Congratulations to Robert and
RBJ Entertainment.
RBJ. Yeah. Congratulations to y'all. Special shout out to you. Y'all make sure y'all Saturday, y'all go to check out Trust Issues. It's going to be at 1717 Bellevue Road, Bellevue Avenue, one of those. At the Legacy Theater.
That Poussey was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, we finished it. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Once again, our boy Knuckles is in that. Very proud of what you're doing, man. Very proud of what you got going on.
Yeah. ARTIKPHREEZE 226. Easy to find, hard to get in contact with.
All right, you heard us. See you on the next episode. Peace.